You finish work, sit down, and then you hear a ping. That persistent, undeniable urge to check your work email just one more time is something researchers call workplace telepressure. It's an internalized compulsion to stay connected to your job long after you've clocked out, and over time, it leads to prolonged stress activation and serious physical exhaustion. To fix this, you need a system. Today, we are going to walk through a structured 10-minute post-work reset routine designed to force what psychologists call psychological detachment. We can set this up right now. You only need two things to follow along: your smartphone and a physical notepad with a pen. True recovery from work stress does not happen by accident the moment you walk out the door. It requires an active, carefully engineered routine to protect your time. Let's build yours. Step 1 is building a digital barrier to intercept your tech temptations. We are going to use a concept called design friction. This simply means taking behaviors you want to avoid, like checking messages at dinner, and making them physically annoying to execute. Take out your phone right now and open your Settings app. Scroll down and find the Accessibility menu. Look for the display preferences and find gray mode or color filters. Toggle it on. Stripping away the vibrant colors removes the visual appeal from your screen, making it much less rewarding to look at. Next, back out to your main settings and go to your app timers or screen time menu. Select your work email and team messaging apps. Set a daily time limit or a scheduled mute that triggers a hard stop at exactly 5 p.m. This diagram maps a direct negative relationship between intensive smartphone use and psychological detachment, leading straight to burnout. But notice the modifying factor. Mindful self-care boundaries, like the limits we just set, act as a protective buffer, disrupting that negative cycle. Setting these rigid technical boundaries strips the smartphone of its power as a stress trigger. It returns the device to a neutral object, making true psychological detachment possible. Now that the digital barrier is up, we move to step 2, the brain dump. There's a psychological concept called the Zeigarnik effect, which states that our brains obsess over unfinished tasks. If you leave work with unresolved problems, your mind will engage in affective rumination, spinning those problems around all evening and actively destroying your sleep. Grab your physical notepad. Take the next 3 minutes to write down every single uncompleted task, meeting, or stressor waiting for you tomorrow. Get all of them out of your head and onto the paper. Once the list is complete, snap the cover shut. This action serves as a definitive boundary signal to your nervous system that work is over. Offloading these tasks to a tangible object tricks your brain into letting go of those open loops, effectively safeguarding your rest for the night. Step 3 is the control block. This is where we shift from stopping work to actively starting your evening. Researchers have identified control as a core recovery experience. Having the ability to choose your own actions rapidly replenishes your internal energy reserves. A typical workday often dictates your schedule and limits your autonomy. That makes exerting personal control in your off hours a critical requirement for maintaining your mental health. Decide right now how you will spend your time. State out loud or write down one specific, self-directed activity you will do tonight and set an exact time for it. Making this single, definitive choice shifts your trajectory. Instead of falling into a reactive evening of mindless scrolling, you transition into proactive, self-determined leisure. Finally, we reach step 4, executing the relaxation trigger. In the study of recovery experiences, true relaxation has strict scientific requirements. It must involve very low physical activation, and it must demand zero social effort. This chart compares relaxation against another common recovery state known as mastery. Mastery activities, like learning a new language or doing an intense workout, require a high degree of self-regulation and effort. That is too demanding for immediate post-work decompression. You need a true relaxation trigger, like progressive muscle relaxation, calm music on the couch, or a light nature walk. Executing this low activation step actively lowers your heart rate. It completes the physical transition from a stressed worker to a calm individual. Look at the state you have just built for yourself. Your phone is restricted, your open loops are safely trapped on paper, your schedule is autonomously decided, and your body is physically relaxed. Instead of anxiously checking your notifications and worrying about tomorrow's inbox, you are operating with intentional, total disconnection. Run this exact 10-minute sequence daily for the next 3 days. If you catch yourself slipping back to work emails, go into your settings and increase the digital friction. Consistent, structured detachment is a necessary practice to maintain your health. It is proven armor against long-term job stress and burnout.